But before we dive too deep into the upcoming week's action, let's first close the book on week 4 with another edition of Top Plays and Primetime Performers. Now, offense tends to get a lot of love here on Top Plays, so we're going to begin this week by giving some props to the defense and special teams, starting with Whitehall, where the Zephyrs had it cooking in all 3 phases Friday at Easton. Less than 2 minutes into the game when Whitehall gets on the board with this 25-yard punt returned for a touchdown by Mason Del Val. First of what would be 16 points produced by special teams on the night. Defensively, the Zaps, led by sophomore Carter Troxel, who tallied a team-leading 6 tackles to go along with not 1, but 2 interceptions. Whitehall outscored Easton 23-0 in the second half in outlasting the Red Rovers 37-14 on Friday. They're 2-2 and get Parkland this week. Defense also stole the show at Orfield Stadium Friday night as Central Catholic earned a hard-fought win over Parkland. The Vikings forced a trio of turnovers, 2 interceptions in the second quarter. Senior Ethan Hosack with the first. That led to a short TD run by Caden Schaefer. Raheem Battles with the second. That before Central sealed its 21-14 triumph with this fumble recovery in the end zone, as the Trojans were bidding for the equalizing score with just over 2 minutes left in regulation. Second straight season in which the Vikings topped the Trojans on a late defensive play. Central improves to 3-1 in advance of Saturday's showdown with Freedom. Patriots, meanwhile, secured a statement victory Saturday against previously unbeaten Nazareth. Definitely a sense of urgency for the defending district champs, who entered the week at 1-2. Senior tailback Jalen Fletcher running with a purpose on Saturday. Part of a Patriots ground game that produced 365 yards rushing in total. Fletcher with a hard-fought 26 carries, totaling 194 yards on the ground and a couple of scores. He's now found the end zone in each of Freedom's first 4 ball games, over 400 yards rushing and 5 touchdowns through the season's first month. You can catch Saturday's clash with Central live here on SEN. And the Pates needed each and every one of those yards to keep up with the Blue Eagles on Saturday. Nazareth's high-flying offense limited to just 1 score in the first half. It started soaring in the second, though. Quarterback Sonny Sasso taking flight with a trio of touchdown tosses across the game's final 24 minutes. After a 38-yard connection with Nolan Lobb, the senior found Mason Keener, who converted that pitch and catch into a 52-yard score. Sasso then with a 13-yard dart to Lobb, who finished with 88 of Sasso's 299 yards passing on the night. We also saw impressive quarterback play Friday at BASD from Becca senior Luke Thomas, who dazzled in the first of 3 Christmas City clashes this season. Golden Hawks QB finished 15 for 23 passing for 243 yards and a touchdown. He also ran in a pair of scores as Becca outlasted crosstown rival Liberty 24-19 and moving to 3-1 on the year. Thomas's TD toss, an absolute beauty. It's this 17-yard scoring strike to Jaden Ellis Leahy. Ellis Leahy finishing the night with 4 grabs for 67 total yards. That catch was impressive, but the reception of the week belongs to Saucon Valley's Alex Magnotta. Panthers down 13 with time about to expire in the second quarter when the senior elevates in double coverage in the left corner of the end zone and hauling in this 21-yard scoring strike from Travis Riefenstahl. A miraculous connection to get Saucon within 6 at the half. Riefenstahl finished with 181 yards passing and 116 rushing. But it was Bangor QB Eric Stryba who helped the Slaters outlast the Panthers on Friday. The senior did a little bit of everything in helping Bangor claim its 3rd win of the season. Finished 8 for 10 passing for 85 yards, highlighted by this 38-yard scoring strike to Riley Stapp. Stryba also carried the ball a team-high 24 times for 111 yards and a trio of scores, finding the end zone from 2, 3, and 8 yards out. The senior then thwarting Saucon Valley's 4th quarter comeback bid with a game-clinching interception inside the 5 in the game's final minute. As the Slaters hang on for a 26-21 triumph, they're now 3-1 on the year, set to host Wilson this Friday.